right, sorry about that. So here we go, continuing on. We're plugging in. Sorry. Ay. Okay, so we're plugging in. We have pi. We know the r is 10 squared, and then the h is 36. I didn't get that quite written down before. 36. So then I just need to type that into my calculator. So I'm going to do pi times 10 squared times 36, and I get 11,309.73. That's a rounded answer, and since it doesn't have units, I'm going to say units cubed. Then our next one, 23, find the volume. Again, volume formula, that one's the easy one. It's volume equals base times height. But in this case, since it's a pyramid, we're going to sneak in that 1/3 for the base times height. Again, we only use that if it is a pyramid or a cone. So we're going to stick with 1/3 in there. So in order to do this one, for my base, it looks like all the sides are the same. That has all those tick marks. So my area of the base is going to be finding the area of a square. So that would be, sometimes we say length times width, or we might say side squared. Since the length is 10 and the width is 10, I get an area of 100. And then the height, this one is a little bit tricky. The height they give us is actually the slant height. That's my L. So to find H, I have to draw it into my triangle, into my pyramid, excuse me, which is confusing because it's like drawing a really strange triangle in the middle. It's like I slice it. Very, very weird. So I draw my height, which is this piece right here. That's the height. And so if I draw that triangle out so we can see what's happening, this is inside the pyramid. I have 13 is the slant height. This is what I'm trying to find. And this right here, this point right there is basically the middle of the pyramid. Since we know one side is 10, this is going to be half of that distance at 5. I can do Pythagorean theorem. I can say 5 squared plus h squared equals 13 squared. And then I get 25 plus h squared equals 169. Subtract the 25 from both sides. H squared equals 144. Then square root, and I get h equals 12. Once I have the 12, go back and plug it in where we were working. And I just need to multiply those together, and I get 400. Again, no units, so I say units cubed. Always cubed for volume. The lasty one, find the volume of the solid. This one's fairly involved. We need to remember, first of all, that this is a hexagonal prism. So here's the hexagon. That's our base of the prism right there that I'm tracing for us. Okay, so to find the volume, I'm doing volume equals base times height, where B is the area of the base. In this case, my B is going to be 1/2 ANS. That's going to give us the area of the hexagon. I know, sorry, let's make sure we know what we know. I know the height is 25. That's for the overall prism. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back. This one is going to go right in there for height. So that's what we're plugging in there. When I look at 1/2 ANS, looking at what I know, I'm going to draw my picture out here a little bit. So I have my hexagon. There it is. I know the side length is 8 centimeters, so I know S is 8. I know I have 6 sides. The only thing I need to know is that apothem. So since I don't have anything else, I'm going to draw my center and build that apothem. So that's right there. There's the apothem. Since when I draw the apothem, that splits my side length into 4 and 4. And I'm going to need an angle here so I can actually find that apothem there, sneak it in there. So 360 degrees divided by 6 sides to that hexagon is going to give me a 60-degree angle. That's the whole thing is 60. So just one piece of it is going to be 30. So I can build my tangent equation because I have opposite and adjacent. So tangent 30 equals the opposite, which is 4, adjacent, which is a. Then put a 1 under it, cross multiply. So I get a tangent 30 equals 4. Divide both sides by tangent 30. And then I'm going to have to plug that into my calculator. Again, I'm using my iPhone, so I'm going to type it in as 4 divided by 30 tangent equals, and I get 6.93. That's a rounded answer. But then I'm going to take that. Remember, that's just my apothem. But now that answers what the apothem equals. I know the height. I have all this information here. Got to go take it all and plug it in. So B equals 1/2. The apothem is 6.93. Number of sides is 6, and side length is 8. So I need to multiply all those lovelies together. So again, 1/2 goes in as 0.5 times 6.93 times 6 times 8. I get 166.32. Then I go back over here to this formula and plug in 166.32 times that height that we start over here, 25. And my final answer for the volume is 4,158, and this is centimeters cubed. And that's it. Good luck on the test.